Still found the mate here.
Hello friends. Yeah, cool. This is some spearfishing footage from a 3-day charter to Great Barrier Island for your viewing pleasure. Yeah, real cool, real good viz the whole time. It was windy, but all in the same direction, so we could hide behind the island, which was great. There was 9-10 of us on the boat, Thor charters, that runs out of T Point. And right on cue, curious little kingfish on one of my first dives.
I'm a bad bitch. I'm a bad bitch. I'm a bad.
Oh man, music's a bit much, eh? Can't do that at every shot. Put up quite a bit of a fight, but managed to secure him. Little Trev there. Beautiful eating. Big fan of trevally. There's quite a lot of schools of trevally hanging around. Here's another one. Oof. There's the old boat, mighty Thor. Thor charters running out of T Point. There's Captain Jakey. He knew the spots. He knew the spots. Do you want to know the spots? Go on, charter.
You see that shark?
Yeah, big bronzies when I jumped in here. You see in the right schools of some really nice big kingfish down below, but we've got a big bronze on my right, big bronze on my left, and I'm on my own, so I haven't quite got the balls yet, to be honest. Couple of little pack-horse in here, way undersized, but pretty cute for little sea bugs. Just on the reef here, little pigfish comes along. I always feel kind of bad about shooting fish that are easy to shoot, I suppose. And as you see, this guy was pretty chilled out. But hey, good eating.
There's a fish on that boat. Might be. He's looking at fishy.
This is when a bigger float boat would come in useful. Gets a bit full once you got a kingy on board.
Yeah, first little dive. Nice trap. Kingfish. Pigfish / scarlet crass.
Passing through the Needles here. Beautiful spot at the north of Great Barrier. Here we are at this spot. I snap up one of these little kahiru here. This is from my dive buddy Sia's camp. So then straight after this, big school of thousands of things. Nice big barrel-y koku came through, which are a fish I target. I think they're delicious sashimi. But they brought with them a nice kingfish, which we've been looking for the whole time. I'm still reloading from hitting that koku. I think it's still tucked in my belt if I'm not mistaken. Sia's not messing around. He gets down there with his absolute bazooka of a spear gun. Gets a shot in. Trying to reload it as fast as I can. Unfortunately, Sia's shot got him in the belly. You can see it here just ripping out slowly. So I know a second shot is necessary. As you can see there, that's where the spear rips out, but luckily just got time to get another shot in. This one's above the spine, so it's going to be a lot better holding shot. Can't find my knife. Luckily C is there for me to nick his. This is why I always carry 2 knives when I'm hunting kingfish, because half of the time when you're bear hugging them, you can't access one of them. Also had a few knives break off in the skulls of a kingfish, so watch out for that. And as you can see, still got that cohedu tucked in my pants. Here's a first. This is a blue moki. There was 2 of them in this big school of blue mau. Safety's on, and the camera's not biting at the fish, so doing really well here. But do get the shot. Not sure if this is big for a blue moki. Only one I've ever got, but really nice eating, really clean white flesh. Here's a little game for you. Spot the butterfish. See him? Boom. Alright, then into the caves. There's Jeremy in front of me from the Learn to Spearfish Club. He's the guy that organised the trip. Really cool scenes, really deep cave, really fun. This was a little swim through you could do. The cave within the cave. Just looks so cool with the torchlight and all these little fishies. And of course we were on the hunt. And I bet you can guess what we were looking for. The deeper you went, the more you saw, and here we are, some little creepy crawlies hanging around. Once you got a bit deeper into the cave, almost every crook you looked in, you could see some little feelers sticking out. It's the most crayfish I've seen in one spot, for sure. You might be thinking, well, where is this cave, Luke? I'm afraid it was lost. It's on no maps. It can't be found. So don't bother looking for it. Thought it would be rude to leave without inviting one for dinner. These are my favourite. I'm from England, and the amount you'd pay for one of these. Got a bit rough towards the end. Seems like the Titanic a bit. Swell kind of throwing you around everywhere. Yeah, once we were out, the mouth of the cave actually completely collapsed. So really don't bother looking for it, guys. It would be a waste of your time. And I wouldn't want that to happen to you. I'm back out on the reef. This was an interesting one. I'm not going to lie, my thinking was, I don't know what that is, and it's shiny, so I'm going to shoot it. Turns out this is a grey knife fish, which I can't find much online about their edibility. So I did what any good scientist would do, and I ate it. And I gotta say, not bad, but probably wouldn't target it again. Kind of like a blue mau. Now time to hunt some snapper. I'm going for a kinnerburley here, so you can see that kind of weedy ledge that has a little drop off to a kind of bare patch with some kinner below it. Perfect little spot. So Here I am making a nice little mess. I always used to collect kenners and then crush them, kind of use my knife to smash them open on the surface to spread them around. But I find it much more effective to actually smash them on the rocks. The burley seems to stay in place a bit better. So here I am, same spot, on the top of the ledge, keeping low, keeping down in the weeds here, approaching the spot, watching out for that surge so it doesn't push me over the edge when I'm getting close. A little zoom in here, you can just see this little snapper tail. I know it's on the money, and then I see an even bigger one. Boom. Yeah, not the best shot. I got it right in the lips actually, but I guess that's kind of how line fishing works. So yeah, it was actually still a good hold, and I managed to pull it up just fine. And this is another technique I like called the big rock. And I would use a big rock rather than a small one because you're a bit less likely to hammer your hands into a spiky ball of needles. I know, I've done it. Okay, similar gig here. I've got a kinnerburley set at the edge of this ledge. Just working across the weed line here. Watching out again for that surge, making sure I don't get thrown out onto the burley. Trying to be quiet, peeking over the top, hoping there's a fish on it. And there is this absolute monster of a snapper down there. Quite hard to see because the big ones aren't quite as bright as the smaller ones, but God, it's the biggest snapper I've ever shot. Fortunately, I pulled it up. Absolute tank, absolute personal best for sure. I actually took this to a wedding and fed a few hundred people with it, so it didn't die in vain. Actually, most of the fish I caught on this trip went to that wedding. Kingfish, the 2 snappers, the blue moki, all ended up in 300 people's bellies, so good to know they went to good use. And that about wraps it up. A really cool trip. I had so much fun. Probably going to go on another one. Can't wait to get back out there. Cheers to all the boys that came along. Jake for charters and Jeremy for organise it. I'll try and drop some more vids, so subscribe to keep on top of that. Alright. Peace out, dudes.